Hello, how are you doing? All fine?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, with this, Noah, I would hand over to you. Um, I'm pretty sure you will do a good session, introduce yourself, and I will be in the background. I will also be absent for a while, but I will leave the register, the recording will go on, even if I'm in another meeting in the meantime. So enjoy. And yeah, looking forward to meeting you all very soon, as I said. See you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Manuela. See you. So, hello, Solasa. We we're just going to start. So maybe I start with an introduction of myself. My name is Noah, and I started my apprenticeship last year here at Böhringer in Ingelheim. And yeah, I finished school last year. And so this meeting today, the Cultural Exchange Club for the school life or the life around school is not so far away from. So it was just 1 year ago where I was still in school. So it's the perfect perfect thing today. Um, yeah.
The
So I
Bluetooth
started.
is ready to
Oh,
hear.
so Lassa, maybe would you mind to mute yourself? Okay, they're just okay. Perfect. So I continue. Um, So I'm currently doing an apprentice here at Böhringer Ingelheim with my bachelor's degree in business administration. And yeah, so this is my first team or my first department where I'm currently working in. So today is my last day in the team, and I have the opportunity um, to be in this cultural exchange club or to moderate this club. And yes, so the last half year I worked with Manuela with the NGOs from Kenya and India, and was a great time for me. And yeah, looking forward maybe to see you maybe sometime in India or Kenya when maybe I have the opportunity to go there. Yeah. Um, so this is all about me. I would say maybe we start right into it. Um, I have prepared my presentation, so I would start with my presentation and then we can go over to your presentations. Let me just share my screen. Okay. So I hope you can see my screen. Do you all see my screen? My presentation? Yeah, perfect. Okay. So so welcome everyone to the Cultural Exchange Club and the interesting facts around school life. So I will present today my school life or the school life, especially here in Germany. And I will start with our first school day. So our first school day is yeah, like a big milestone in every children's life. So we have the an enrollment ceremony where new students and their families and their parents are welcomed in school, and it's traditional to have a Schultüte. So in Germany we call it Schultüte. These are these little large cones here in the picture. So these are filled with sweets and small gifts and also school supplies, and they're given to the children by their parents. So maybe the older siblings have created them, or maybe the children themselves, and they get it for the first school day. And the purpose of the Schultüte is to make the first day of school a memorable and exciting experience for the children, so that they have a good start in school. And I remember as yesterday when I had my first Schultüte in school and started um, my career. Uh, so it's a very, very cool time. And yeah, during the first day, the parents are taking a lot of pictures. You get many, many informations about school, and then you go to class, and yeah, school life starts. Yeah, about the school uniform in Germany, it's very uncommon to have a school uniform. So most schools allow students to choose their own clothing, and yeah, you don't have to wear a special uniform. So this is a quick topic. Now I hand over to the holidays. This is very, very different. So you have so many opportunities what you do in your holidays, and mostly you don't have to do some tasks for school in holidays. So only maybe in the last few years of school you have to learn and to study in your holidays. Especially for me, when I was in my last year in school, like 2 years ago, I had to learn a lot in holidays. But normally you don't have to, so you have the time for traveling with your parents, go to vacation, maybe meet your grandparents, visit your grandparents, and yeah, but you can also do your hobbies, just being creative, doing some sports, go outside, have fun, play with friends, and yeah. So um, because in Germany we have like vacations that are 2 to 3 weeks long. We have like vacations in summer, vacations in winter, and it's mostly a mixture of all these activities. So you go on vacation, or you visit your grandparents or friends. You have some spare time to spend, and you also have sometimes to learn or maybe to read a book. So it's always a mixture of both. But I enjoyed it a lot when I have holidays. So yeah. Coming directly to the sport activities in school, um, in my school it was common to have like sport lesson, so whole subject for it, and uh, it was more like a big break, so a 1 hour break from school, because it doesn't really feel like a lesson when you're in sports class. And especially when you're young, it's very important to have this opportunity to learn new sports. So in the sports lessons, you learn many sport activities like football, handball, or here, for example, in the top left corner, they're playing volleyball. And this is where I first came in touch with handball. So I started playing handball when I was like 5 years old, and I got to know it from school, and I enjoyed it. And I said, okay, I want to play it in a club, and as well as football. So I played football since I'm 3 years old, and yeah, since I'm in primary school, I play both. So this was a big opportunity for me, and yeah, it's very important to, especially in young age, to learn new things, because it's more easier and you have the time for it, maybe to learn some new sports on new instrument or whatever. um, as well as after school. So after school, maybe you go for lunch, you have some homeworks to do, and then you meet your friends, maybe in the football training here on the bottom right corner on the picture. And yeah, so it's a big part in school life. Then we come to the special events. So as I mentioned on the first slide, we have an enrollment ceremony for our first school day, and as well as for our first school day, we have one for our last school day. So when you graduate, you have a graduation ceremony, and this is where everyone is well dressed. So yeah, so we have like girls have dresses and the boys have suits, and they celebrate their graduation. And after the celebration, you have mostly a big party or ball where you partying, singing, dancing, whatever, and just celebrate that you finished school. And but you don't have only these two events. So they're not only the first day in school and the last day in school. You have some yearly events between these big two. Like, for example, here on the picture on the bottom right, the sports fest. So this is a fest where the children get motivated to do some sports. It's more like a competition. So you do sports mostly in summer. It's hot. You have a lot of fun. So it's a full day of just doing sports, and like running, playing football, throwing things, throwing balls. As well as class trips. So there are sometimes you have class trips for a day, or it can be up to a week, where you go with your class on a class trip, and it's often focused on education, cultural and outdoor experience, and it's very useful for strengthen the class community, especially when you get new to a class and don't know everyone so well. It's a good opportunity to make new friends. And last but not least, the ideal school. So if you have a picture of a classroom, so if some chairs, some desks, we have a board for the teacher, for me, very important is here a library on the bottom left picture, because it is very important to read. And even if you're just at young age and don't really want to read some scientific or school-based books, there are also some books just for your spare time, so you can lend it, read it at home, some fantasy books, picture books, it's enjoying reading. And this is very important because I think reading is not a big topic anymore for a lot of children today. And here the playground is the most important or the most necessary thing for children's development, because they need to be active in the break. When you have lessons, you sit still on your table, on a chair, just listening, doing some tasks, and then when you have break, you need to move. You need to be active, and you need to talk to your friends, to play some games. And especially in a young age, it's very important to have the opportunity to have some active activities after or between school. So this was my presentation. Thank you, everyone, and feel free to reach out when you have any questions. I will just look if there are any questions. Okay. So if there are no questions, I would say we continue. So if there are any questions later on, just feel free to reach out. I would say I hand over to the next person who would like to share with us his presentation.
We have KKF.
KKF. Can we do the presentation? Shall we do the presentation from KKF
Yeah.
India?
Yeah.
I think you have received already our presentation.
Otherwise, we can set the.
We want to present, or we will.
You can present, but I have also the presentation, so I can also share the presentation.
No problem. We will make the presentation from our side.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem, no?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Can you see our presentation?
Yep, we see it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We are 4 members on the screen. My name is Muralidharan, and
my name is Selvaraj. I am from Calculable Foundation for Child and Family in India.
My name is Lakshmi. I am from KKF India.
So myself Shibu. We are collecting information from all over the Indian schools. This is not my school days life. It is overall Indian students' life. The first day of the school can be fun with activities like games, ice breaking, getting know your classmates and also peoples.
Normally, when first day of the school will be tiresome for parents. Normally, children won't cooperate with parents. They have to cry a lot, and then we have to take with some sweets and all. And they have to go to carry the schools. It's a tiresome for parents first day itself. Then they will acquaint with the co-students. Then they will make a good day in the school. Once they taking them to the school is a big task for the parents on the first day.
Three type kind of activities on the first day. Ice-breaking question, ask students to share something about themselves, getting to know your classmate, introduce yourself and encourage students to make a personal connection. Third one is creating a welcome atmosphere. This is helps to getting together, know to each other, smile and greet, help nervous students feel comfortable with your warm greetings, welcome message, let students know that you are excited to start the school year together.
Here in India, we have a different type of curriculum. Kindergarten in a government system, then primary school, that is 1 to 5 day, 5 year, fifth standard. Then there is a high school, 6th standard to 10th standard. Then higher secondary, +1 and +2 like that. Every one school is over, then they will go to next school. That is a fresh day for them. So every time they're completing primary, then they will go to high school. There everyone meet them from different schools, and then they will make friendship, and they'll be getting to know each other like that. Likewise, up till colleges, it will be like this. First day for different curriculums.
Yes. School uniforms. In Tamil Nadu, Mr. Kamaraj, the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, one of the Indian state, introduced the uniform dress code and free noon meals in school to reduce difference between students from the different economic backgrounds.
Why this uniform came in Tamil Nadu, especially one of the southern state of India. So uniform will give you all rich or poor. They will have a similar look, and children won't discriminate each other. That is the idea of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Mr. Kamaraj. He only introduced the free noon meals. Many children they don't have food and all. So now in India, especially in Tamil Nadu, we have noon meal scheme. When the children comes, they will get a food in the lunch. Like that, we introduce, and also free uniform nowadays.
Also free education.
Free education, no money involved in education.
Government
Free,
schools.
and also standardized for all the state. Uniform will be standard for primary school, high school, like that. If you see the uniform, then can classify the children as which standard. So food is free. Like that, we have designed especially for children, girl children, boy children. They have different uniforms.
The Tamil Nadu Uniform System of the School Education Act was passed in 2010 to establish uniform system of education in the states. The act come to effect on November 30, 2009.
Why this act? No, this act will give you free uniform for the children. The parents need not buy uniforms. Government will provide them uniforms and shoes, even big
School
people,
bags.
School bags, and also cycle for higher standards.
Textbooks.
Textbooks also free. There is no money involved for parents. All will be government will be taken care of all the children needs.
This act passed by our assembly in the Tamil Nadu. The act recognizes the school have separate syllabus, textbook, and examination schemes. The act includes the following stream of school education. We have four types of schools: state board schools, matriculation schools, oriental schools, and Anglo-Indian schools under the Tamil Nadu government. During the holidays time, students have 5 different activities with their family time, spend quality time with their parents and siblings, going on outing, playing games and having family meals. Second one is travel and exposure, visit new places like temple, parks, historical sites and also beaches. Creative activities, they engage in creative activities like writing stories, drawing, painting, and crafting. socializing with friends, have they play dates to the group activities with friends, relaxation and downtime, watch movies, play video games, and simply rest.
Here also, in rural, remote, tribal villages and all, there is no outing and all. They will simply wandering on the villages, and also they will go to relatives' house and spend their time. And also nowadays they are not in the much games, mobile phone, and they will play games, mostly video games, and also they will browse seeing things like that. It is happening now. It's also not good for the children.
Sports activities. Sports actually is very important to our health of the students. School can offer a variety of sports activities for students, including cricket, basketball, kho hockey, tennis, volleyball, table tennis, badminton, and also karate, etc. The three type of activities very help to our students' physical health. Sports helps students be physically active and improve their footwork and also health. Character qualities. Sports helps students learn discipline, resilience, perseverance, and time management. Life skill also helps to the students. Sports can help students learn to deal with setback and failures and push themselves to achieve their goals.
Yet sports activities are mostly for the shaping of children physically fit and also mentally fit. When they are involved in sports, their mind will be free, there will be no mental health problems, especially for children. If they play a lot, then there is no mental health problem. That's why they included like physical health, character, and also life skill like that.
Parents' role is very important in a student's life. Parents play many roles in their children's sports, including introducing them to sports, providing support, and setting goals. Parents can provide financial support for equipments, coaching, and travel. They can provide transportation to practice and games. They can help children learn to work and be disciplined. They can help children balance their sports with their other aspect of their lives. Teacher role is very important to the students' life. Society generally views the professional of the teacher as highly important and impactful, considering them as the foundation of shaping young mind, providing knowledge, and fostering future generation by acting as mentor, guides, and role models, especially contributing significantly to the development of society as a whole.
Here, teachers' role is very crucial nowadays. The rights of the children are very strong in this state. So, if there any corporal punishment for children when they are not studying properly, government will take a serious. If they use some stick and all, it will be a serious problem. Even teachers will be arrested and prosecuted like that. So nowadays, teachers also afraid to punish children when they are not studying. They will allow them to study freely. So teachers are little afraid of nowadays modern child protection policies that will hamper them to do job better way.
Especially in India nowadays, teachers are doing the joyful learning process is going on. Students are enjoying to learn the process.
So normally joyful learning means with the dancing and with the music. Teachers are changing their teaching methodologies. It's a joyful way of teaching children so that they can learn better and without any problems.
Social engagement in event in the school. Usually, a common social event in the school in India could be celebration of national holidays like Independence Day, Republic Day, which usually involve flag, uh, patriotic songs, dance, speeches, and competition highlighting India's history and freedom struggle. Other popular school events include Children's Day, Ganesh Chaturthi, Diwali, and Holi, depending on the regions and cultural context.
So in schools, government is practicing secularism, irrespective of religion and all. If different religions are there, so they will celebrate all the festivals in the schools, so that there will be a harmony, unity in diversity. That's why in every school they will celebrate important religious functions and also important national holidays like Independence Day, Republic Day, even some festivals like Diwali and the local festivals.
Ideal school look. Nowadays, government school and also private school having so many facilities in their schools. Classroom spaces are available, well light and equipped with the desk and the boards. Libraries well stocked and with the vital part of the child education. Laboratory important for the child education. Playgrounds are there necessary for this is helpful necessary for children's development. Safety is very important to the students. Fire and other hazard prevention measures are available in the schools.
So normally in Tamil Nadu, India schools, we have a desk type, one chair and two chairs for one desk like that. Children will stay sitting in the classroom. Normally they are not sitting on the floor nowadays. All are having their own desk. Then laboratory festivals. When they approve the schools, government will ensure that all the facilities are available as per the norms of the government. Then only they will approve the schools like that. So children are getting better facilities nowadays than earlier days. Thank you for listening. It is our pleasure to present you for the small highlights of how the Indian schools are working here. So if any questions, you are most welcome to.
And we celebrate Education Day on November 11th every year.
So, one more aspect here, we celebrate Teachers' Day here in India. September 5th is a Teachers' Day. Normally, all the children will
November
celebrate
11th is an Educational Day.
Children Day.
November 14th.
November 11th,
11th,
children day. We
Educational Day.
observe a lot of children days here in India.
Do you have any questions?
Yeah, I have a question. On your slide with the sport activities, there was Coco. What is Coco for a sport activity? Can you short describe?
This is very famous in Tamil Nadu.
Coco.
Coco.
It's called Coco.
Coco. Coco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coco. You can search in the YouTube. You can find the game.
It's a group work.
Okay.
So
Team.
speed is a teamwork. Speed is important.
5 people are sitting.
5 people are sitting. 5 people are
running.
standing. We have to run and take other children go, and then we have to catch the nearest person. Like that, they have to out the opposite person. So if you search a Coco playing, it will be interesting. A lot of YouTubes are available.
Fast and interesting game.
So children should have a fast acting. Will give you good results.
Okay, perfect. I will look it on YouTube later on.
Yeah.
Thank you. Perfect. So thank you for your presentation. Was well designed. Perfect. Thank you. So I would say when there are no questions anymore, we directly hand over to the next person or the next group to present. Yes, please. Feel free.
So,
Yes.
we will share their slides. She will present, we will share the slides.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome to GASP. We are going to make an oral presentation about our school. And my name is Alubisia Hawaii. I'm a business coach at GASP. Allow me to invite my sister Elizabeth to share about her experiences on her first day in school. Elizabeth.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Nedima.
I think GASP is presenting.
Yeah, GASP is presenting.
Kenya.
Yeah, we are presenting. GASP is.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Nedima, and I am from MMH GASP. And I will start by defining the word school. A school is a place where people go to get knowledge. So I am going to tell you about my life in school. It was on Monday when I was taken to school by my father. So when I reached at school, I was so excited because that was my first day at school. I was very happy dressed in a school uniform, a navy blue skirt and a white shirt, blouse. So I was taken to class my my class teacher. So in the class, I started trembling because the school colleagues were not of my color. So I feared them so much. But the teachers were very happy giving me gifts and presents so that I continue with learning. During break time, we went to break at 9:30. Every 9:30, every day we went to break. So I was friendly with my colleagues, showing me where the classrooms were, other classrooms were, where other offices are. So I continued like that till lunchtime. So during lunchtime, we break to lunch, then we went to the class again. So in class, we started now discussion time. Teachers came and discussed and showed us how the subjects we were poor at.
Thank you, our colleague Elizabeth. She has just shared about her first day in school. I would wish to share about school uniform. She was dressed in navy blue and white school uniform on her first day in school. What happens in Kenya is school uniforms are mandatory, but we have some certain schools, most especially for the hubs, which school uniforms are not mandatory. But in rural Kenya, school uniforms are mandatory. And mostly in urban areas, you'll find that a school has got more than one pair of school uniforms. Like in Obuya here, if you go to St. Angela Academy, like they have 3 school uniforms, as compared to maybe rural schools where they only have 1 school uniform. And somebody has got to put it on from Monday to all through to Saturday. What we do during our holiday time, holidays, we believe that holidays are times for us to relax. We'll leave alone the books, we'll keep away our books, then engage in activities, including, it depends on the season. Like our first closure season is during April, where we have about 3 weeks, and usually it coincides with the planting season. So mostly you'll find that the students, after school, they have to help their parents to till the land and do all the farm activities during the school holidays. Then in December, where we have a longer holiday between November and December, usually we engage in sporting activities. That is when you'll find churches and even the local government organizes sports tournament in football, in rugby, and other sports to keep all the learners active during that particular time. How sporting activities that we engage at school. In Kenyan schools, like in rural western Kenya where we are, football, hockey, rugby, and volleyball are the most common sports that people engage while in school. Football is introduced at the primary level, but other sports like maybe rugby, you will find them at as you go to the secondary school. Hockey, you'll find it at secondary school because of the cost that comes with maybe acquiring the equipment to play these particular sports. What roles do parents play in Kenya? Parents play a very critical role in supporting the education of their kids in terms of providing the moral support and even finances. The local system here is that the government gives very small subsidy to support the financial activities in school, and the bigger burden is left to the parent. So the input of the parent is critical in ensuring that all the school programs run, from paying school fees, supporting school activities like kids going out for games, and even buying, say, sporting kits for their kids. That is the role of the parent. Like if you join Form 1, you are told to carry a hockey stick to school as part of supporting the sport, or to carry a ball to the school as part of supporting the sport. Because because of the poor financing in schools, you'll find that most of the schools cannot afford to buy this equipment.
I think we lost the connection for Gasp. Maybe they will come back in a few seconds. Hmm. Okay, so I would think if they are not coming back, or maybe they will rejoin. We wait a few more minutes or a few more seconds, and then maybe we can continue with Sutugal. You wanted to share before, and yeah, we wait a few more seconds, and then I hand over to you to start your presentation, and then after your presentation, I think Gasp can continue there.
So shall we share the political presentation?
Yeah, I would say you can share.
We'll share it. So we will share now political presentation.
Mhm.
Can you see the presentation?
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, so Lassa is coming back.
Yes.
Okay, but Gasp. Yeah, Gasp is back. Okay.
Shall I start,
Okay,
sir?
then we continue with Gasp because Gasp is back. Maybe we continue with them.
How should an ideal school look like? An ideal school should have some spacious ground where kids can engage in sporting activities. It should be secure in the manner that it should have a fence, and it should also have security guards. Then an ideal school should also have a kitchen. Should also have a kitchen, and this kitchen should also be hygienic, because we've seen cases whereby we have diseases outbreaks in schools because of maybe poor hygiene. So I believe an ideal school should have proper sanitation structures, enough toilets for the learners and even the teachers. We have cases whereby teachers are sharing toilets with the learners, which to me I believe is not good. Then lastly, do we have any celebration after graduation? Usually graduation is the apex of it all, but we take this and extend it to our homes. That is our presentation as GASP Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing. Are there some questions for Gasp for the presentation? Yes, go ahead some words, please. We have a question.
Hi, we don't have a question. We were hoping to present next.
Yeah. Firstly, I have a question, and then Visu Tugal wanted to present, but after that, it's your turn.
Yeah, that's okay.
Perfect. So one question for you, Gasp. You mentioned you have school on Saturday. So is it common in Kenya that you have from Monday to Saturday that you have the school, or is it just in some schools?
It's becoming very common because of students must be given extra lessons. It's believed that it's not possible for the teachers to cover the syllabus from Monday to Friday, so they have to have some extra input in terms of hours. So Saturday becomes an option for learners to get the extra.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Tugai, I would say it's your turn. You can share your presentation now. Sorry for the interruptions.
It's okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Purity Masitsa. I work with Go Health and Wealth. So our presentation today is going to be centered around conversations around school. So with me, I have teachers, we have students, we have teen mothers who are at our institution, at our vocational training, and we are just going to have a discussion around it. So welcome. So for the first question, Lavender, maybe you can assist us answer. How was your first experience in school and what did you do to prepare for school? So you can start with your name.
Thank you. My name is Lavender Wood. My name is Lavender Wood. I'm a student, a teen mother. Okay, first day at school is actually a mixture of reactions. You are anxious and scared too. You start by preparing. A normal day of school starts by 7. Prepare, take your books, your bag, your uniform. For ladies, we do wear dresses, and for the males, it's trousers or shorts and shirts. So when reaching at school, there is this welcoming part. You interact with your student. Your teacher welcomes you to class. You introduce yourself, your name, where you come from. Then you interact with the other students. They introduce themselves to you too, and you're welcome to class.
So thank you, Lavender. So basically the first day, as she has said, is you're anxious. Of course, your first day, you're very anxious. You don't know. You're so used to being at home and now you have to go to school, which is a new environment. And that is basically a normal day, a normal first day for any student who is going to school. So maybe the next question I would want to hear a parent's input in this. I'm not necessarily following the order, but we will definitely answer the question. So for parents, what role do you think as a parent you play in the life of a child? So yes.
All right, my name is Ben Waso, and I'll take the roles of parents, especially in Kenya. Parents play a very big role in upbringing of the child, and then also in school life. Number one thing is the parent that takes the children or the child to school for the first day. As a parent, I took my daughter to school, and I remember she was very, very much crying. And she didn't want to join the others because she found the environment to be very, very new. But as a parent, at the same time, I took time to encourage the child to stay in school, although she was crying. So we play a very big role as parents. We provide guidance to our children when they go to school. We give them, the likes and the dislikes, and the don'ts and the do's when they are with their fellows at school. Particularly in Kenya, we buy uniform for the children. It is the responsibility of the parents to provide uniforms. and all basic necessities, which includes resources such as books, pens, shoes, and other resources. And then at the same time, we pay school fees in Kenya. So it is the responsibility of the parents to ensure that there is adequate school fees for the children as they go to school. And at the same time, we are the stakeholders in schools. In every board in the school, we have parents, whether it is high school, whether it is primary, parents are stakeholders. So why are they stakeholders? It's because when they are doing all the policy making concerning schools, we play a very big role, even in the formulation of school rules and policies. I think that is all I had.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ben. So in Kenya or in Africa, we have this saying that once you're a parent, you never stop being a parent. Okay.
So, go ahead and what?
No,
Are you
it's
done with your
continued.
presentation? Can you hear me?
So shall we share the political presentation?
Yeah, if there are no more questions for Coherence and Word, you can share your presentation. Oh, sorry, they're rejoining. Wait a second. Hello, Coherence and Word. Hello, yes.
Yes, we apologize. We apologize for that.
No problem.
Yes,
All good. So, are you done with your presentation, or you have some more information?
We are yet to, so maybe we can continue.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so parents play a very crucial role. I was saying that in Africa, we have this saying that once you're a parent, you forever be a parent. It's a job that is continuing. So maybe I'll have a teacher weigh in on what are some of the activities that students do during the holiday, especially now we have just come from half term. So half term they are given around 3 or 4 days to relax before they continue. So I'll have a teacher weigh in on what are some of the activities that students participate in.
Okay, thank you. My name is Lynette Kesis, a teacher by profession. In Kenya, we have 3 holidays. One is in April, another one August, then another one runs for December. During the holidays, especially in Kenya, it's time to relax and family time. As we close the schools, they go home for like April is 3 weeks, August 3 weeks, and December is a bit long. They can even stay a month or 1.5 months at home before they resume to school in January. So as we close the schools, they have very minimal school work carried through home. But as they're going home, we're giving them to go home, relax with their parents, play at home, and they can even do other activities related to creative activities. Like in Kenya, we have we call it CBC. CBC is competency-based curriculum. So as they go home, they engage in physical activities like playing football, playing other games. We have the traditional games and the well-formulated games. So in Kenya, majorly during holidays, what they do is go home, have time with their family, they can travel a bit, and when they come back, they're ready to learn. That's what happens during holidays in Kenya.
Well, thank you. Could you maybe add on what are some of the sporting activities that we have in our schools? Now that you mentioned that there are some games they play. So what are some of the sports that are in school that our students get to engage in?
We have like first term, we have athletics. In athletics, we have the runs that you can take the shorter ones, the long and the middle runners. So they have athletics in first term. We have music in the first term and drama. When it comes to May to August period, we have ball games. Ball games, they play football, they play volleyball, they play handball, they play netball. So those are the major games they play in school, especially during the second term. Third term, we have a very short period, it's just 9 weeks. So majorly they go for exams and other things. But the sports activities covers majorly in first term and second term.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Mwalimu. So I'm still going to pass it over to another teacher who is here with us. Maybe you can introduce yourself and then you can tell us how the society perceive a teacher. In Kenya, we call them mwalimu. Mwalimu, which simply means a teacher. So how does society perceive a teacher?
Thank you very much. I am Mwalimu Haron Almasa, a teacher by profession in Kenyan school. Kenya is a third world country. Kenya is a third world country. And being a third world country, the society is divided into three groups. We have the apex, the rich, who are the few. Then the middle, I have the low income earners. And then we have the poor who live from hand to mouth. The three groups have different perception of a teacher. I will start by those who live from hand to mouth, those who have nothing, the poor. The poor, they can see the teacher as a mini god. They know the teacher is the one who is there for them. The teacher is very knowledgeable. The teacher is able to move masses. The teacher is the one who can be approached by politicians, convince those who are around the villages to gather votes for them. They believe in what the teachers say. Anytime the teacher directs or the teacher gives directives, they take it fully. They just believe, and by so doing, they also encourage their children to learn and be like teachers. Anytime there is anything in the community, be it fundraising, the teacher will be the one to be called first because they believe teachers have money. They believe teachers can do anything they want to do from the word go. They just believe in teachers. Those are now the low income, the one who are completely not. Then we have the second group, that is the middle income earners. Those at least they can have something for tomorrow. Unlike the first group, which lives from hand to mouth. The second group now have something for tomorrow. These people, they have mixed reactions concerning teaching profession. We have those one who believe that a teacher is a person who is there just to direct the pupils to scale to more high, to higher heights of living. They don't believe that their pupils or their children need to be teachers. They just want to use teachers to educate them. After educating them, they want them to attain higher limits. When you ask them what would you like your pupil to be when the pupil grows up, they will tell you, I want my pupil to be a doctor. I want my pupil to be a nurse. I want an engineer. The higher scholar job, they want them to be higher. And so they will just use the teachers as the stepping stone. As much as they take directives openly and in a good manner, they will not want their children to be teachers in the future. Then we have this group, that's the one that who has now, the rich. They made money a long time ago. These are the people who look down upon teachers. They believe being a teacher, that's just a community job. You're doing it for charity. They know teachers earn low because they have money. They believe teachers earn low, and because they earn low, in fact, they don't want to be associated with teachers. They just take their children to school so that their children can be guided on just the proper way of living, but nothing more. They will not like their pupils, their children, rather, to be teachers in the future. They will not like their pupils, their children, to work, to live according to the way teachers live. They believe teachers live in a miserable life. That's because they have money.
Thank you.
Generally, the society sees teachers as knowledgeable. Generally, that is a general comment. The society sees teachers as knowledgeable, very educated, able to move masses, and they can fit in whatever activity they have been chosen to. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mwalimu. So he has, in a nutshell, given us the overview of how different classes in Kenya view the role of a teacher and who a teacher is. So schools here, it's just a normal setup. It's a classroom. Not many schools have access to resources like libraries and etc. But there are some literally small, a bit well-structured structures for library. We have playgrounds, which are, I think, Malimu, you can agree with me, it's just a normal playground that allows children to either run around, play around, nothing fancy, but at least the students have access to that. Our uniforms are very simple. I think Belinda touched on that. They are very simple, nothing complex. The ladies wear dresses, the gents wear trousers and t-shirts. So that is it. Thank you so much. That has been our presentation as Co-Health and Wealth. Looking forward to hearing other presentations. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So are there any questions for the presentation of Co-Health and Wealth? So if not, I would say now, Visitor Guy, please, you can share. Yes, Solasa, please. You have a question?
We don't have a question. We actually wanted to come in next to do a presentation.
Yet the Visitor Guide team is presenting now, and after that you can present yours.
Sure.
So they're rejoining.
Yeah. Windows.
Okay.
Wait.
It's coming.
Please wait few minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, we see the screen, but the PowerPoint is not opened yet.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah, we see the screen, but not the PowerPoint presentation.
Okay,
just
wait.
the folder.
Shall I try, sir?
Please wait.
Now,
Now it is visible.
Not
No,
visible.
we can't see the presentation, but I can also share if you want. I can
Okay.
also share the
maybe you
presentation.
can share
You
it.
can share it.
Yes.
You
Okay.
can share.
Sharing with Anand.
So,
Yeah.
okay, do you see the presentation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Sir, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you can proceed.
Hello, everyone. Very good afternoon to one and all. This is Chandra from Viludugal. I'm so happy to see you all. Here, I would like to share some of my interesting facts around my school life. First slide. First
Yes.
day at school. My parents were with me. Providing comfort until the evening. The first day of school was a memorable one for me. I was in LKG and I remember crying when I went to school. My parents were with me, providing comfort until in the evening.
Sorry, the presentation. Now.
Next slide.
Yes.
Next one. And actually, this is taken from my school life. Myself, first person in village to attend the school. I was the first person in my family and village to attend school. The village is called Pachambalayam and the school was Little Kingdom School, which was also the first school in that area. Next slide. This is my school uniform from grade 1 to 5. Regarding school uniforms, I had varied experiences. My experience, like in LKG, lower kindergarten, I attended a private school called Kingdom School, where we did not have any uniform specific. And grade 1 to 5, white shirt and blue color skirt. Next. And after that, I went to grade 6 to 10. This is my uniform, white color shirt and green color skirt. From grade 1 to 5, we wore a white shirt and blue skirt. The uniform consisted of a white shirt and green skirt. Finally, grade 11 and 12, we wore a brown chudidar, and I went to school by bicycle. Next one. Children from other schools would wear half sarees. Students see some of the schools used to wear uniforms in traditional style. In other words, it's called half saree in Tamil Nadu. This is not comfortable for girl students in their regular activities. Next one. Children during holiday time. During holiday time, children would typically spend their days playing with friends. We would engage in imaginative games like, next slide, playing doctor, pretending to be teachers, and even during mock homework assignments. In terms of physical activities, like we enjoyed playing traditional games like 5 stones. Next slide. 5 stones, gilli, and goalie. And these games were a staple of our childhood in 80s kids. Actually, we are in 80s kids. Next one. Next. This is called, previous slide.
Yeah.
This is called gilli. And next one. This is called popo. Next one. and kabaddi. First one is kabaddi and second one is tennis. Next one, relay race and skipping. Next one, and additional courses in school like moral science. In addition to the regular curriculum, our school also offered additional courses such as moral science, tailoring, embroidery, blouse stitching with hand, wiring, and singing. These courses provided us with a well-rounded education and exposed us to various skills and interests. Next one, parents' role. The role of parents during my childhood was to provide for our basic needs. They gave us food, shelter, clothing, and a nurturing environment. Their primary focus was on satisfying our fundamental requirements. In our household, there was no resistance or stubbornness from us towards our parents. We had only 2 uniforms, and that was sufficient for us. There was no electricity in my village until I was in grade 5. So even getting the basic needs fulfilled was a big deal. Most parents in our village were uneducated, and I was the first person from my village to attend the school and eventually become a graduate. Given their limited education, our parents' role was largely centered around providing for our physical and emotional needs. Parents would go to coolie work, that is called daily wages labor work, to ensure the education of their children. Next one. How does society look at the profession of a teacher? In our society, teachers are held in high esteem. They are revered and respected for the vital role they play in shaping your minds. Next one. Any special engagement even in your school life? You remember only one special engagement event that I widely remember from my school days. Actually, that was an annual day celebration. It was only the important celebration in our school life. It was always a highly anticipated event where all my friends would come together, participate in various activities, and enjoy the day. The annual day events were a wonderful way to bond with classmates and create lasting memories. Next one. An ideal school. An ideal school has these qualities. First one is quality education. Second one is ambience, and third, proper washroom and facilities. This is the important one. And fourth one, next slide. Discipline at school and good exam results at school. Next one. So these are the previous slide once again.
Yes.
So these are the important things in good school. And next one. Is there a celebration after graduation? After graduation from high school, that is class 12, there was no any significant celebrations in my case. I think celebrations after graduation are more common in private schools or among students from higher middle class or aristocratic backgrounds. In my experience, graduating from high school was a significant milestone, but it wasn't marked with any grand celebrations. Next. So thank you all. I have completed my interesting experiences during my school life. I hope that you have enjoyed. Thanks for giving this wonderful opportunity. Thank you all.
Thank you for presenting. Are there any questions? Anyone? No? No questions. Okay. Then I think Solasa, you wanted to present next, right?
Sure.
Yeah, please.
Okay, here in Solasa, we are going to do it. We'll be having some skits that are going to verify what we have been doing in school. We have the old school, and now we have the modern school. So we are going to perform them so that you can understand what we used to do when we were in the early 90s and 80s, how school was that time. So we are going to have the students, the parents, how they used to come to school in the first day during the old times, and also now the modern time. So we are having our students here. Then the teacher, they have to come to the teacher, and there is how they were used to be instead of an interview, they used to touch their my teacher, we have a teacher. They were taught to hold the ear for them to be qualified to go to the standard 1. In that time, we were not calling them grade, we were just calling them class, standard 1, standard 2. So we have the teacher. So when the parents come accompany the student, they should come to the teacher, to the head teacher. Then the head teacher will show them what to do. I want them to present how they used to do. So the teachers. During that time, we did have in the old school. In the old school, we didn't have even the tables. Even learning, they were learning under the trees. Some of them, they used to learn under the trees. So we are just going to present that. Here we have the parent, we have the student. This is the student. Even they didn't have shoes. This is the parent. Here is the mother. Now the teacher is going to tell the parent what to do. How are you? My name is Florence. I have my brother here. Now I do with so the student is supposed to, you are supposed to hold, if she is able to hold the ear, she qualifies to go to school. So for this one, she qualifies to go to the class. Also, so you can go to the classroom. We have the other one. Even they didn't have the during that time, they used to wear shorts without shoes, without socks, and even the bags, they used the sacks. And also they used to carry their own food. Like here we can see, we have the gederi, we call it gederi in Africa. We have beans and beans mixed. So here is the parent, and then the teacher tells them, the parents have brought the student to school. Now the teacher will tell them, hold your ear. If he qualifies, now he will go direct to school. That is the old school we had. Go to the school, go to the classroom, sit down, the teacher should go, the parent should go home. Now we want to have sit down. Now we want to have the modern school that we have now. We have our teacher here who has the student. They used to have interviews where they interview the pupil to if he or she is capable to be in a school. I would welcome Teacher William to continue with that session of the modern school.
Right now, what we do here in Kenya, when we are bringing our children to school, first of all, we look at the age, because we have competency-based curriculum that we are using now, and we look at the age of the learner before they join grade 1. For 51, that is pre-primary 1 and pre-primary 2. So we look at the age. The child should have at least 6 years to join PP1, that is PP1. And then if the child has come from a different school and they want to join another school, we will subject them to interview. They'll be given a test to actually see if they qualify to join that next grade. So that is the system we are, or that is what we do currently. We give them an interview, or we look at the age if they have just come directly from home, and that is how they join school. And then the first experience maybe experience in school, we as teachers observe different reactions or mixed reactions from the learners. We have some learners who are very, very happy to join others in school. They play with them, they enjoy playing with them. And others are likely, they will cry. They will cry. They want to follow their parents back home. They'll cry, they want to follow their parents back home. So this is an experience that we normally see when learners are joining when their first day in school. And then we have this interview admission session. They are given an admission number. Some schools will ask for admission fee, some money to pay for that admission fee. This is what we witness in our school right now. And then we have this what you can remember from the first day in our school. You'll find that we have some learners who will behave abnormally. They can even run away from school and go back home. Others will have a challenge in working school, maybe identifying their classrooms. If it is a boarding school, they get a challenge of identifying their hostels or dormitories. And then that is some of the experience they will go through in their first day. Uniform, most schools, especially those ones that are public uniform, the school uniform is normally decided by the board of management of that school currently, especially public schools in Kenya. The school uniform will be decided by board of management, whose members come from the community, or it will be decided by the sponsor church, the church sponsoring this school. For example, we have Friends Church or Catholic Church sponsoring certain schools. They will decide or participate in deciding the uniform of the school. And then you'll find that we have some schools that choose their uniform, or they consider the school uniform to give them some glory. This glory will come maybe in terms of performance. When you see that uniform, it gives them a feeling that they are very important, and in terms of performance, even in sports, it's an identity for them. An identity for them. Other schools will choose uniform because they want to attract parents, so that they can have a large population in their school, or to attract, just to be attractive and presentable in the society. And then we have this area, how what learners do during a holiday at home. We currently give them what we call authentic task. Authentic task is like a homework that we give to them. And we found that most schools give them written exercises. These written exercises will help them to remember what they have learned in school, so that they don't forget. When they have been given an examination or a task, they can easily perform. So this task that they have been given, it will help them to remember what they have learned. They can also be given a project. And some of the project that can be given is to make items, maybe from artifacts like they can make items like this one. They can be told to make craft work like this one, or just some drawings to make some drawings like the one that we have here. That can be a project. Can be a project for homework that they are supposed to do when they are at home during holidays. They can make some articles like the one that we are seeing, here. So these are some of the items that learners are given, or projects that the learners are given to participate in when they are at home during the holidays. And then at the same time, we have some parents who will take their learners to study computer. Other parents will take their learners to participate or to train in some games like skating and some swimming or swimming. So learners are busy at home so that these skills will help them in the future when they grow. I don't think right now if we have the learners just go home, spend the time freely choosing what to do. They are engaged from school to improve their skills and also to remember what they have learned. We have sports and activities in schools. Right now, we have competitions like music festivals, drama festivals, and then ball games. This next term, or from the main month of May, that is when we are going to participate in music festivals. And they are very competitive because every school wants to qualify to the nationals. They are very competitive. You'll find that you have those schools that put a lot of money in to buy costumes or to prepare their students for the same. And then ball games where we have like netball, basketball. We also have volleyball, hockey, and other ball games. They are also very competitive in schools. And then we have a drama that is going on right now. These are ways in which schools equip learners with the skills so that they can be self-reliant in the future. And then we have the role of the parent. We have the role of the parent in school. What we have noticed, the main role of the parent in school is to ensure that the child or the student attends school regularly, and then the parent will also come in to pay fees or to provide resources that are asked for by the school. And then in a competence-based curriculum that we are using right now in Kenya, we have that area where learners are given homework or take away home task. You'll find that we have a task given to a parent, perhaps to help the child at home to complete that task, maybe like taking photograph or identifying some plans to help the learner. So a parent is engaged in this curriculum to help the learner in learning. And then when it comes also to maintaining discipline, learners who normally misbehave, learners that misbehave, we normally, or the parents are called to school to help in maintaining the discipline of the learner right away from home. It is the duty of the parents to help in shaping the discipline of the learner. How does a society currently?
Sorry to interrupt you. We are running out of time, so our meeting is ending in a few minutes, and I think we have one presentation left. So maybe we continue, and we have two opportunities. One that Rajeshwari has a presentation, I think, that you shortly present if you all have 10 more minutes left. Or we'll send the presentation into the chat that you can all look at the presentation. And yeah, so if you all have 10 minutes left, I would say we continue. But very thank you to Sulasa for your presentation. maybe the few topics that are left you can maybe hand out to us in the chat or maybe as a document. It would be great. So if everyone have a few more minutes, maybe Rajeshwari, you want to
Yeah, you can
to
share the
present
presentation.
briefly present your presentation, yes.
Yeah. You have a presentation, you please share it.
You are still mute if you're talking.
So shall we share it, that presentation?
Yes, please. But I can also present that
We are presenting
as
now.
well. Yeah. Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, we see it. Perfect.
Okay, thank you. Rajeshwari, please.
Good evening, everyone. My school experience memories. This presentation explores various aspects of school life from the first day of school to graduation, covering topics such as uniform solidarity activities and parental involvement. Next slide. How is the first day of school organized? Admission process. My grandma admitted me to school and informed the headmaster, if she do naughty things naughty, you can beat without touching eyes. Headmaster asked me to touch my ear through hand, like Salasa, like that. After I got admission, that time no birth certificate and all that. First day of memory. In my first day, I shared the sweet with my peers. Next slide. Can you share about the school uniforms? In government schools, all the government school children and teachers have same colors of uniform. Private schools, they have own colors. Next. The children do for the school during holiday, visit relatives. The children went their grandparents' home or other village. There we have created new friends team. Then they are playing with the group of children, went to river, cleaning clothes, bathing rarely, went to see bathing, rarely went to cinema, then helping with grandmas, making the vadams like that. Next. Do you have some sports activities? We have regular curriculum. Yes, we have some sport activities going on during the official school time. Timetable, we have a timetable for all the subjects. Sports schedule, weekly 2 periods for the physical games period. Additional courses, no additional courses offered that time. Next. Which role do parents play? Must they engage and how? Teachers' role. Teachers gave the homeworks to students. Children, when the children return home, parents are monitoring the homeworks and their studies. Next. How does the society look at the profession of the teacher? Respected profession. The teacher have good respectable person in the society. Community involvement. They invited for the family functions. They are treated like a family, one of the family members. Memorable school events, special engagements, annual days, group pictures like that. Up to high school, ordinary tiles, asbestos seats in higher secondary school, in terrace buildings like that. After graduation, no, but still conducted fear of the teachers when I went to my hometown. Thanks for the opportunity to share the school memories. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing your school memory and for the presentation. Are there any questions from anyone to the presentation? Okay, so I would say thank you everyone for presenting your memories of your school life, and hope it's okay that we are 5 minutes over time. So thank you all, and hope you enjoyed the lesson, you learned a lot, and yeah, have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.